What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. As promised, Trendy delivered the goods today, and we now have almost all of the details for the upcoming expansion for Dungeon Defenders 2, the Protean Shift. Now, first things first, the most important thing of all is the release date. Oh yeah, June 19th, Protean Shift will come to Xbox, PS4, and PC. So that is 11 more days. Tuesday, June 19th, we are getting the new hotness. Now let's get into the goods. First off, we already know stats as we know it will be changing. Defense crit and hero crit are going to be a completely different function than they are currently, meaning that there will no longer be a defense crit stat, there will no longer be a hero crit stat. Crit damage will now be based as a percentage of your overall damage. Now, you're still going to be able to do crit builds and max out your crit damage, however, it will be completely reinvented as it is right now. This is going to change the basic function of lots and lots of our defenses and allow us the ability to pick and choose and not have to go with this is the best build. There's going to be lots of options available to build your towers, your defenses, or your heroes however you like. Now, on that note, moving into gear, we know that passives are making a return. They have been properly named now as mods. Mods stands for Magical Offense and Defense Subroutines. So for the sake of this video, I am going to refer to them as just passives, as not to confuse everyone. Mods, as far as game mods that can be added to a game to alter the gameplay, that is not coming. However, the passives name is indeed mods. Now, we did get a sneak peek at some of these mods, and we've been promised that there's going to be just tons and tons of mods coming to the game. First off, hats off to Plasma Snack. Thank you very much for the screenshots. And Plasma Snack was able to screen a couple of the various mods from the dev stream today. As we see here, for the Apprentice, we have Exploding Volley Chip, which does area damage after using Arcane Volley. So, I mean, come on, that's just awesome. Then we see the Boar Splosion Chip, which makes Warboars explode for a percentage of their health upon death. Then we look over at that Blaster Caster. We've got the Earth Chip, which adds earth damage. We've got the Skeleton Chip, which increases damage to skeletons. And then, as you see, we've got an empty mod slot here, and then of course we had the Storm Chip on the other item. Now, the empty mod slot, of course, we'll get to that in a moment. However, tinkering is going to be added into the game. Now, continuing along and taking a peek at some defensive mods, we've got Piercer Servo. Allows defense projectiles to pierce shields and do a percentage of their overall damage. This means Cannonball Boom Boom is going to be a thing against the Geodes and the Shieldies, so I am absolutely looking forward to that. Now, if we look here, we also see the Melee Boom Servo. Melee enemies explode on death, doing a percentage of their health. And then we've got a Water Servo, which adds water damage to that particular defense and increases its defense power. Taking a look even further, we've got a unique Power Servo, which increases defense power by a substantial amount on that tower when only one is built. Picture this going in your volcano, slap down a volcano, it's going to have some massive, massive damage. And then we've got like an anti-support servo, which is going to increase damage to support-style enemies. In pace with the explosions, you see we also have a Gobu Boom Servo. Goblins will explode when killed, dealing a percentage of their health in area damage. And as you see, all of these various passives do have a level indicator next to them, showing that they can be scaled up or scaled down. So that is where the next feature is going to come in, and that is the Tinkerer. Now, reforging, moving one passive from one piece of gear to another, or upgrading, advancing, and evolving, where you can upgrade an item similar to the current state of it. However, you're going to be able to upgrade it past the point you can now. where you will be able to take an item from Chaos 1 quality up to Chaos 2 quality, up to Chaos 3 quality, and so forth. Now, in addition to this, you're also going to be able to upgrade the rarity. So if you find a blue piece with really good stats and you've got the materials required and want to make that a purple item, by all means, you can go ahead and advance that to the next quality of rarity and pick up that additional shard slot. Now, with these changes, there is going to be significant changes to the gear itself. Relics are now only going to drop with 2 stats, and that is defense power and defense health. Many of us have been predicting this one for quite a while now, where marks will be gone. Marks essentially will be removed from the game. However, any marks you have now will effectively be converted to medallions. They're still going to be called marks, however, they're going to have defense power as the main stat and defense health as a secondary stat. In addition to that, if you still have any orbs laying around in your bags, orbs will do the same thing. Now, totems are going to be the exact opposite. Of course, with a totem, we're looking for more defense health, so defense health will be the primary stat, and defense power will be the secondary stat. Now, we will have the options through the passive or mod system to add lots of different abilities to our towers, and focus on that crit or defense speed or whatever else you want to focus on through the mods and the shards. Now, I know a lot of players will ask, well, what's happening to shards? Shards are staying, they're not changing as far as how they function. Some shards, such as power transfer, is going to have some sort of change. We don't know what that change is quite yet. However, any shards that directly affected crit damage or converted into crit damage, like power transfer, will without a doubt see some changes. Now, in addition, the new user experience will be changing. After campaign, you're now going to be able to enter adventure mode. So it's basically going to split up the new user experience into, instead of just going through campaign and then hopping into trials, you're now going to have a middle tier there, and you're going to go through the campaign, then through adventure mode, and then you will head off to Onslaught or Expeditions. Now, as we already know, Expeditions is going to be replacing Trials and giving us the ability to choose any map. So the Chaos tier system will still be there. It's still going to be Chaos 1 through Chaos 7. However, if you want to do Unholy Catacombs on Chaos 7, by all means do Chaos 7 Unholy Catacombs, as you will be able to pick from the available maps. Now, we don't have the details as far as what map choices are available. I'm assuming it's going to be the 21 Mastery maps. So, like the boss maps we know won't be there. There won't be a Chaos 7 Betsy. There won't be a Chaos 7 Harbinger. However, if you want to do Chaos 7 Molten Citadel, you will be able to, as that is one of the standard maps. Now, we also know there are some changes coming to shards. The shard dusting system and the shard gilding system. The shard dusting system is going to allow us to essentially recycle shards we don't use and turn those into dust. We can then take this dust and redeem it at a vendor for a new shard pack of that tier. So if you recycle, say, we don't know the numbers of how many shard dust or how many shard dust you're going to get, but if you recycle a set amount of, say, Chaos 1 shards, it's going to create Chaos 1 shard dust, which you'll in turn be able to use at a vendor for a Chaos 1 shard pack to give you another chance at re-rolling a particular shard. Now, shard gilding is going to be the ability to upgrade our shards, which means we'll be able to take shards of a specific type and combine those together to create a more powerful shard. Now, the details on these shards are not yet known. We don't know how many shards we'll have to combine to create the new one. However, in addition to just getting a more powerful shard overall, this will give you the opportunity to save shards through an Ancient Power reset, as any gilded shard will not be reset when you reset Ancient Power and go through the Prestige system. Now, Professor Proteus has also brought some new weapons. Every single hero gets a new weapon added in. In addition, there are going to be some special weapons that will be available in-game for each hero as well. Now, something that has been just asked for years now is trading. Now, trading doesn't appear to be directly coming to the game. However, player markets are, which means you're going to be able to set up a market, sell your items, and anyone interested in your item will be able to go to your market and purchase it. Now, in light of that, there is going to be a new map. Now, this is not a new map you can play. This is basically a trading map. You're going to be able to pop into a special trade map that's going to allow you to showcase any items that you have for sale in your market, and it's going to allow someone to buy it from you. Of course, someone will have to be in that particular zone or tavern or trading map to be able to use this function and see your market. However, this gives us an opportunity to not directly trade, but we will be able to pass items from one player to another. Now, we don't know what limitations we have yet here. Will gear be available? Will shards be available? Will cosmetics be available? We just do not know at this point. However, although it's not direct trading, it is a market system, and any fans of DD1 know that the player shops were definitely used by many, myself included, quite extensively throughout your play in Dungeon Defenders 1. So once again, the Protean Shift expansion hits Tuesday, June 19th, just one day before the anniversary, and I just can't wait to get it. So excited to see what's upcoming. There will be another dev stream next week, and Trendy has said that this is 99% of what's coming in the expansion. So there are still some things that we don't know quite what's up with it. However, this is the bulk of it. It's all out there, including the release date. And yes, it is coming to all platforms on the same day. So if you're an Xbox player, a PlayStation player, or a PC player, June 19th is without a doubt the day for you. So thank you very much for watching. Click that like button, please subscribe to the channel, and I will keep you posted with what's to come with Dungeon Defenders 2. So thanks once again, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.